show after another, tons of runway trends as well. So we're going to take all of those looks and sum up the biggest trends when it comes to hair, right, Tyler?
We are. So we just saw award show after award show. The Oscars just happened. We saw everything for spring coming up, and I wanted to really break down some of those trends that were relatable. You could take them back home and do. So one of the biggest trends that is happening is the long bob, or everyone's calling it. It's the lob.
It's the lob.
Right. So
we've seen it on Emma Stone. We've seen it on Margot Robbie. We've got pictures of all of them.
Margot Robbie is gorgeous. Oh my God, she's stunning.
Absolutely stunning, and she was working it at the Oscars. There's Margot Robbie right there working her look, and as well as Naomi Watts.
So the thing is, between all of them, so they all have the lob, which that's the biggest trend. They also think the takeaway is a deep side part. And for me, when you're doing a deep side part, I really like going over the high point of the eyebrow and straight back. And that's a really great guide for most people to be able to do that at home. And then just really pushing to the side. And the other thing that we saw was, I'm like calling them beach glam waves, because we've already had that kind of beachy style that's been going on. But we're seeing it's a little bit finished. And so I started watching it, clients in my salon. I'm like, how do you curl your hair? Most girls grab the hair and they're kind of trying to curl it here. And I realized, as stylists, what we do is we go over top of the head and we pick up the hair and we're curling it back over. So that's what I'm suggesting. Like, I would ask Angela, right? How are you? It's Angie, our model from the audience, which is so nice. So I would just say to Angie, it's like, practice going up over top of your head. You're going to pick up hair and you're going to wrap backwards and just wrap it right around your iron, and you're going to create those same type of waves. And the idea, it was the beach glam wave, is to get the ends in. Finish your ends a little bit so it feels a little bit more polished. It
feels a little bit awkward. It takes a little bit of practice, because then your arm is coming all the way over here, and then this arm is holding that hair. So you have to really get into the habit of doing it so it feels less awkward,
so it feels a little bit more natural for you. So then once you've kind of created your beach waves or your glam beach waves, I like to finish them off, and then Schwarzkopf came out with a great product, a beauty balm, and which we've seen is a huge trend going on with skincare. So now we have it for hair. So we're using the Schwarzkopf Beauty Balm, and we're just taking a small amount, which is really great to add moisture, really emulsifying your hands, because we want to smooth everything out. We don't want it so
crispy.
So crispy. We want it a little, not as much texture. We want it to feel a little bit smoother. So we're going through and working just a little bit of this Beauty Balm through, smoothing everything out. You can start to see. Oh my God, it feels amazing. Adding moisture, control, get rid of some of your flyaways.
And that's going to help it to stick. So
it's going to help it stay, add a little bit of shine, the moisture you need, polish your waves. And then I'm just going to bring everything around to one side. Like you're on trend.
Oh, I love it, Angie.
You're very much on trend.
You and I are going to be hair twins. So we're just going to show what you're doing back there.
Oh my God, I'm using my teeth. I always get in so much trouble for that. So we're just...
Whereas I don't think it's that big a deal.
It isn't, especially if it's your own teeth.
Yeah, it's okay. It's fine.
I'm not handing her...
Just get the job done.
I'm like, here's the pin. Can you open it? And we're just going to...
So I don't use my teeth.
Exactly. So we're just going to pin that into shape.
It doesn't take much to have that really elegant side swept look,
No, and you can see immediately like how it's just really elevated her. We have our waves. And then we'll just finish these a little bit, smoothing everything out slightly, really trying to create our Emma Stone look, giving a little bit of volume. So we've really translated all the trends for off the red carpets and on the runways for our deep side part, our kind of glam beach waves, and then just finish it off with a little bit of elastic, a soft hold hairspray.
Nice. There's something very natural about a lot of the looks that we have been seeing, and it is about the looseness of it. Nothing looks super duper structured, but it does take some skill to get into that.
It does, and I think that the tip that I was talking about, where you're really kind of going over top of the head, is kind of one of the biggest ones. One of the other tricks that I really love doing, and so if you really want to try to create much more volume in a beachy spray, is when we go to the beach, we go with our hair done, most people, right? And then we go in the water, it gets wet, we get the salt and everything from the ocean in there, it dries, the wind's whipping around, right? So when I'm working with my clients, I like to do the same layering effect. So I'll use a mousse throughout the hair, rough dry everything really quickly, then I'll go back with, like Schwarzkopf has the salt spray, I'll go back, I'll rough dry it, I'll go back with the salt spray again, put that on as a second layer really, really lightly, and then I'll rough dry that again, Then I'll pick up my iron and I'll start curling.
So what I'm hearing is go to your hairstylist.
No, you can do it at home. It's just layer, layer, layer. It's really creating that beach texture.
Look at my
and
hair
look at how
twin. I love it.
Oh my
Very
gosh,
nice.
and she's so gorgeous.
She's beautiful. Tyler has brought down Schwarzkopf Bonacure Moisture Kick Beauty Balm for everyone in the audience.